Ah, the family ski trip. I see your pint-sized beast pups are ready to conquer the slopes. It won't be long before their first wobbly runs become effortless cascades, your heart bursting with pride. Is that a tear I see, or simply the wind making your eyes stream? This is the exact ski holiday you deserve. Find your freedom with Heidi, Atoll Protected.
For the love of love, Bumble, start your love story.
The color of your skin? Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the shape?
It's a new moon squad.
Job to retrieve a watch with over $1,000 that came out of one of the houses, and that's when he was arrested by 3 policemen.
Malcolm Little, Malcolm Jarvis, and the 3 women were charged with breaking and entering. The fact that 2 black men were with white women became an issue in the court.
Malcolm was definitely involved with 2 white women, and this is what made the case so powerful, so outrageous.
The women testified that Malcolm had forced them to participate in the burglaries. The 2 men received a maximum sentence, 8 to 10 years in state prison.
When they sentenced us, I went out of my mind. I reached up and grabbed the bars of the cage and I shook them, almost shook them right up off the floor, and I hollered at the judge and I said to him, you might as well kill me as to give me 10 years in jail.
Well, I was what they call a mad Negro. I was one. And I knew what I saw was real. There wasn't anything funny about it. I knew that when they laughed all together, they were laughing, and look what we did. We're doing it to the Negro.
Then they had the unintimidated gall to ask the girls before they took them out of there to press charges against us for rape. The girls wouldn't do it.
Malcolm Little was 20 years old, facing 8 to 10 years in state prison. He had wandered far from the Garvey pride and independence his parents had preached. He was now prisoner number 22843.
To have once been a criminal is no disgrace. To remain a criminal is the disgrace. I formerly was a criminal. I formerly was in.
The first time I recall seeing Malcolm was at the home of my father, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I saw a thin man, tall man, young man, reddish face. If he was just meeting you, the first thing you would get from him is a smile. He said, "This is Wallace," and I smiled with him. I was happy to see him because I had heard about him too. And he said, "The messenger's son, the messenger's son," and he was just so excited about the messenger. Really, it wasn't just seeing Wallace; it was seeing the messenger's son.
When Malcolm came out, he was full of fire. He had gotten so full of fire that
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org.
This is the depraved dance of a murderer high on his crime. Deng Cholmajek had attacked a staff member from the asylum hotel where he was being housed. Outside he celebrated, while in the background police and paramedics rushed to help. Seemingly excited after stabbing 27-year-old Rhiannon White more than 23 times with a screwdriver. She died in hospital 3 days later, never making it home to her son. Today her sister said she'll never forget telling him.
The screams of pain from this beautiful
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. The Quarantine Report. I'm Amy Goodman. The FBI and New York police departments are facing new calls to finally open their records related to the assassination of Malcolm X, shot dead 56 years ago at the Audubon Ballroom in Harlem, February 21st, 1965. This comes after the release of a deathbed confession of a former undercover New York police officer who admitted to being part of a broad New York police and FBI conspiracy targeting Malcolm. In the confession, the former officer, Raymond Wood, who died last year, admitted he entrapped two members of Malcolm's security team in another crime, a plot to blow up the Statue of Liberty, just days before the assassination. On Saturday, Ray Wood's cousin Reggie Wood read the letter at a news conference at the Shabazz Center in Harlem.
It was my assignment to draw the two men into a felonious
It is 60 years since
We want freedom by any means necessary. We want justice by any means necessary.
A New York judge has exonerated 2 men convicted in the
Talk about earlier this
Right.
Today, convictions will be thrown out for 2 men convicted of killing civil rights leader
Caribbean insight really is dynamite. Caribbean insight.
Chicken dip has just landed at Domino's with 9 delicious dips.
This is what joy and belonging looks like.
Caribbean insight really is dynamite. Caribbean insight really super was spite. Caribbean insight enjoy day or night. Caribbean insight really is dynamite.
Welcome to another edition of Caribbean Insight, the only place on your TV dial where Caribbean history and culture is displayed. And of course, I'm the daughter keeping it alive out here, Lady V. Let's go to the videotape and listen to Jamaica's first lady of comedy, Miss Louise Bennett.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Oh, the child
that song what him singing? I'm not singing, I sing, I play. I mean, if you hear me I call, play, sing, it means to say, John, you that grow up on my mentality. And not true, yeah. No, all right then. That's my theme song. Or is a song that I always start.
If you cannot get in contact with your people and I can get access to that area, I'm going to ride this bike and I'm going to be going into some areas. I'm going to walk, I'm going to search, I'm going to ride, I'm going to look for the people them.
From the day after the storm, water just keep on rising and rising. Up to this morning, they could walk on this part right here so freely. And now, water just rise and cover it up.
As you can see, buildings totally submerged in water. It's a spectacle. All heap of people out here.
One more day and it's sad to say, Jaden Smith is still missing.
These Jamaicans online talking about y'all hate black people and y'all hate Americans and all of that. Go back to your yard and suck your mama and your fat. Guess what? I love you anyway.
Now, please, NTROL to save our life in Nigeria. They are killing Christians.
Today's word of the day is obsequious. Obsequious. Definition: very eager to please. Example: the obsequious assistant checked in too often. Obsequious. Boy, Jamaica, one more day and it's sad to say, Jaden Smith is still missing. Jaden Smith has been missing for over a month now, and given the recent event of Hurricane Melissa, I don't think we will ever find that boy again or see him unless upon a picture. 1 month missing and nobody never find him when things were okay. No hurricane forward and wash for the place. I think it's safe to say, fly high, Jaden. Fly high. Most of the places that have been affected by Hurricane Melissa, people have been uprooted. If that boy was missing and was with people, he would have been seen, somebody would have recognized, and we would have been seeing Jaden Smith after Hurricane Melissa. So, Jaden Smith, fly high, my boy, fly high. Sad.
And if you ever feel like you're done, just know there are people out there who genuinely believe the Prime Minister created a Category 5 hurricane to start a smart city. For them favorite color must be 5.
Yo, somebody said when Haiti was hit with a hurricane, they claim it was God destroying evil. And now that it hit Jamaica, it's the government. That's facts. Anytime any natural disaster hit Haiti, the first thing them want to say, oh, God is punishing them, or Haiti need cleansing because of Obia and voodoo and all type of thing. But us, we Jamaica, who have a higher crime rate than Haiti, it was man-made. I not God do it. Man-made. Crazy. Boy, Jamaica, I don't know what to tell you. Hurricane Melissa pass and gone, no rain, no fall. But there are parts of Jamaica right now that is still under water.
No. What's the name of the community? Content, Kirkvine, Manchester people. So the water is rising from under the earth. It's not like it flood while it look like this. From the day after the storm, water just keep on rising and rising. Up to this morning, they could walk on this part right here so freely. And now, water just rise and cover it up. Water getting in the yard over there, water getting into those people's step. And these people, even worse, even worse, water almost at window level, look in their backyard over there, water all the way. They had to evacuate people. They had to move water right here. Look at the water is coming closer and closer to road level at this point. Look, so imagine you're living in your house and after the storm when you think everything is good, you just look and you see water rising daily until you get to this level.
Watch it, man, watch it.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
But here we are. This is K Valley St. Anne. As you can see, buildings totally submerged in water. It's a spectacle. Only for people. Out here. New generation, young generation, old generation, because this is naturally a flood-prone area, but Melissa deal it up here. Wicked.
And see, remember, I tell you now, last episode, I tell you now, say that is a recipe for disaster. That is a major health hazard. Remember, I tell you, say last episode, that's a major health hazard. And the people, them say, bodies are piling up. Them find body every day, and nobody now come pick up the body them. People are saying, Nigos, yo, bro, don't do that, bro. You cause panic, you cause hysteria. People are going to start freak out. People need to start freaking out. If these bodies aren't removed, not only we have to deal with the devastation of Hurricane Melissa, we're going to have to deal with diseases. Nigos, where you talking about, Nigos? What do you think is going to happen when the stagnant water don't get for runoff? Them not broke the dam or whatever or block these waters in. Where you think of them? Mosquito. Where mosquito are going to come do? So you know what I'm do? Because someone asks AI, forget more specific. And AI say, you can get waterborne diseases caused by drinking or coming into contact with contaminated water. You can get leptospirosis, cholera, typhoid fever, hepatitis A, gastroenteritis. All right? So when they come to talk about it can potentially cause panic, people need to panic. You can get vector-borne diseases because standing water creates breeding grounds for mosquito, dengue fever, Zika virus, chikungunya. Remember chikungunya? That did mash up Jamaica. Woody papi fingers taste and get crippled up on one bag of something. What else? West Nile virus and malaria. Zane? So don't come tell me, oh, me might create panic. People need to panic. Airborne or contact spread diseases spread through crowded shelters, poor hygiene, or contact with decomposing remains. Tetanus, respiratory infections, and skin infections. All right? Now, lastly, diseases from decomposing bodies. While dead bodies themselves rarely cause epidemics, they can contaminate water if not properly handled. The main risk comes from gastrointestinal infection, right? Due to bacteria like E. coli or salmonella leaking into the water. Hepatitis A or E from poor sanitation and contaminated food or water. I'm not trying to make nobody freak out more than they're freaking out right now. But if things aren't handled in a timely manner, we're going to have more problems on our hands. This is somebody else who needs help in Trelawney. We don't talk about Westmoreland, we don't talk about, I say, we talk about Westmoreland, Manchester, St. Ann. Now this lady a ball out from Trelawney.
True, honestly, we need water, food. We don't know, we just need some help. Every rooftop gone, board house done.
Where are they right now?
We have friendship in a Trelawney, a person in Donkey Lane. You understand? One road we have to take, road block up, no light. We need battery, can go, anything you can give me, please. Pick up yourself, TikTok boss.
Alright.
Them need the highlight people. I wish somebody did have like a good Samaritan with a car or a bike, a ride around and help people. Like how this brother right here so help people. In a which part? Westmoreland, I think?
I am on my way now to go and find the people, them loved ones in a Westmoreland.
All right.
If you cannot get in contact with your people and I can get access to that area, I'm going to ride this bike and I'm going to be going into some areas. I'm going to walk, I'm going to search, I'm going to ride, I'm going to look for the people, them. Me I go look for the people them and give them one message and tell them say I look for them and take one message and tell and if you can tell you back if you say you're alright. Take 2 pictures and send it can give up on WhatsApp.
Right.
Me I do too much? If I saw me can help you, I saw me I go help you.
Big up yourself.
You understand?
Big up that brother up on TikTok. Him name such and such Homestead JA on TikTok. So then I come tell me say, oh, potential panic and people need help out there. If they do not remove those dead bodies, there's going to be a slew of diseases that's going to also affect Jamaica, like how Melissa just affect Jamaica. These bodies need to be removed ASAP. And me not blame nobody. I know things is effed up, and people are more so focused on the major than the minor right now. But bear in mind, the minors can also become a major in a few days if these bodies don't move. Hepatitis A and E, chikungunya, typhoid fever. Are you ready for that, Jamaica? Are you ready for that? Anybody who's paying attention right now, them people need help and these bodies need to be moved. I'm not blame nobody. I just say, we need to get Pantapite ASAP. Now that Melissa passed and gone and leave us with a whole heap of things for repair, a lot of Jamaicans were bawling out, where is KFC, where is KFC? Well, I got one thing to say to you. Here's KFC.
Hey, I'm Andre Roca, KFC Jamaica Marketing Manager. We're here with our KFC team. We're preparing another set of meals to go down to support those persons who have been negatively affected by Hurricane Melissa. We sent out meals earlier this week and we're sending out another set of meals, and we're going to be sending out more meals every day to support those persons who have been negatively affected. I have to big up to our KFC team who have again stepped up. Always reliable, always dependable, putting out those meals for those persons who have been affected. Many of our team members themselves have been affected in that part of the island, and we're looking out for them. We're making sure that they are on that road to recovery as well. So we're proud to be supporting these relief efforts, proud to be getting these KFC meals into the hands of those persons in that part of the island who need it the most, and we're looking forward to continuing to be a part of this ongoing recovery effort in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa.
Big up to KFC. As soon as I land in Jamaica, I got a jerk man go buy some chicken. Big up KFC, see me. I don't know the thing. Yeah, man. So there you have it, people. KFC, them have a heart and them have conscience. So big up KFC and their efforts. Now, this one girl, let me see, online, she raised a great question. You see me? Why some people now get help and why them don't use the helicopter to drop off some care packages and them things. Them I say, it's a good idea that. It's a very good idea that I'm sure say them helicopter there can fly across Jamaica quick less than 3. The only thing I'm have to worry about is some fuel. You see me? Just fuel. So I'm gonna play the video I'm gonna talk about it in a little bit.
Guys, I'm not stop say it until it reach the audience where it's supposed to reach. The helicopter them should have drop off some supplies in Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth, and some of the areas them were cut off and road block. Can you imagine the hurricane happen from Tuesday and people homeless, not have no food, no water, no shelter. And them not go get that help until probably about weekend. Can you imagine going that many days without food? Me see one lady do an interview and she says she not eat from Saturday. Damn. From Saturday she don't eat no food. While I understand that assessment has to be done, there must be some sort of emergency response that can alleviate some of the challenges that the people are facing. And that is the reason why they're looting right now, because they don't have any choice. We don't know how long it will take to clear up all of the road them. So therefore, we're supposed to have a workaround. Suppose the road them don't clear up early enough. You mean to tell me say starvation and sickness are going to increase the death toll? And me see the work where everybody are putting in terms of like getting the donation drives, getting the packages and all of them, something they put together. But from a government perspective, them should have they down there already. Them should have been drop packages down there already.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna take a whole heap of resources, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a very good idea and I don't think it would hurt. Somebody responded to her video and said, my girl, the helicopter is not a cargo helicopter. It can't carry certain weight, darling. Then she responded and said, if it can carry 5 people, that means it can carry 2 people with at least 300 pounds of aid. They have more than one helicopter. Make multiple trips. Young girl, big up your badness. That's a thinking mind right there. All me I say, we can do a lot more than what's happening right now. Mobilize people on the ground. Yeah, mobilize people on the ground. If you can't get them on the ground for go through certain places, mobilize them on the sea. Them can reach the people them on the shore, though. And the people them who lucky in them community, link them by ear.